Good morning.
Good morning.
So nice to be back.
All right, we're going to get started. Okay, Monday's affirmation. Today I choose focus and gratitude. Monday, game on. So I just want to share really quickly, and I know that most of us that are on the Zoom every day, we know that we start out our day with gratitude. And I just want to say how grateful I am for this weekend. I had just a great weekend. I was happy to train with, a bunch of Nerium family, and I was so happy that I got to have time with my oldest daughter and her new boyfriend this weekend, and my son Max. And last night we drank some great wine and ate way too much food. New program starting today. And so I just feel very grateful about today. And I'm excited about today. We had our Southern California Regional on Saturday, and I know there's a lot of people from all over the country on this Zoom. And, if you haven't had your regional this month or you haven't attended one, I really encourage you to make a point, even if you've been to the convention and you're thinking, oh, I don't really need to do a review. I kind of got this. I know everything that's going on. Going to the regional and connecting with people is part of this business. It's part of most businesses. You show up every day to your office, and if you're working within a company where there's a lot of people, there's meetup and you have that synergy and you all have the same sort of cause and you're behind the same thing. And so it keeps you focused, it keeps you in the game. And that's really what's so great about the regional. And I have to say that Saturday, our regional, we had a lot of different speakers, which is great. And we also had a lot of leadership there, and we had a lot of people. And I just have to say that one of the things I wished is that I did a better job of making sure all my people were there, because it was a really informative regional, and there was a lot of great energy in the room, and it was exciting to be around that, and it kind of feeds you as you go. So today what I wanted to do was kind of talk about what we're doing in terms of our business. And this is a slide I created, which I'm going to kind of share with you guys how I do that, because a lot of people have said, how do you put together, your slides? It's so hard. It's really not. And I want to kind of share that with you, because as masterminds, as building a team, these are ways that you can kind of make it fun for you and your people to, get on a Zoom if you want, to be able to reach a lot of people during times where they might not necessarily be available. So what I decided after the regional on Saturday was I had a lot of customers that I haven't been able to really get on the phone and reach and stuff, and I need to do a better job of that. And so what I was going to do, because they're not all in the Los Angeles area, was I was going to do another customer Zoom, basically based on the information that is in the back office in our regional training, that all of us can take information from. We can use those slides to be able to build, a customer Zoom with a few slides and show people what we've got and things like that. So I just kind of put this together, and I'll kind of show you how I did that in a second. But first I wanted to share with you some implementing of activities. And I met Sherry at the regional, and she is amazing. I met her in line for the tacos, and she said, oh, I'm on your Zoom, which I did not know, but I'm so happy that you are. And she said, the last week's Zoom, I really put into action. I implemented the activities, and this weekend I'm doing Blitz days. And so her husband put this picture up, and I saw it this morning. So I just wanted to congratulate you, Sherry, on a job well done, because we can talk about this stuff all the time, and we do, and we share great information. But if we don't implement the activities, then our business isn't going to grow anyway. And so I know you're not even on our team, my team per se, but I think it's just amazing that we get to work together and we get to help each other to really see how these types of Zooms can initiate activity and implement the activity is really what it's all about. So congratulations to you for doing all of that. And I also wanted to share Maria, who's in New Jersey. She implemented a great activity last week that I saw on Facebook. And I love that, you know, people are sharing these activities, because I also think that helps promote other people to do the same thing. And she printed out from the back office her customers, and she did a voice text, which I thought was great, about getting people up to date on the August promotion. So she actually made it a little bit more personal via text. And you can do that. If you don't know how to do that on your text, it shows you kind of at the bottom, but I can certainly help you, or we can do something on the Zoom to help you. But this was a great picture, and I loved it because, you know, this is something that I do, and I try to do 5 or 10 of these a day. It's not easy, but it's like an hour a day. If you have an hour or a half hour to follow up with some people, that's great. So congratulations to you, Maria. So when I was putting these slides together for my customer appreciation Zoom, I took some pictures from Facebook and put them on a slide, and I basically built this slide myself on PowerPoint, or you can do it on Keynote, which is for a Mac. So it's the same type of a program that you can do. And basically, I stole from the back office, from our regional trip. You basically can just literally take your cursor and move the slide over to your own presentation. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to show you that in 1 second. And I took some slides that I think are really important to be able to share with customers, and I'm kind of going through that with you now. If you're driving, you'll have to watch the replay. But basically, when you do a presentation for customers, the idea is that you want to set them up with what the promotion is and be excited about what it is that, you know, we have for them. And understand, because we kind of talked about this at the regional, you know, why does Nerium give us a promotion like this to give to our customers? Because our customers are the foundation of our business. And that's another training. But the reality is if we can get our customers to understand the value of what Nerium has to offer, the more customers that we have, and the more customers that, you know, stick with us, and the less customers that get, you know, go to a shiny other object, which there are a lot of them, you know, our business grows very strong and very foundational. And, you know, we've talked a lot about that on the Zoom as well, about raving fans, about customers who, you know, they'd rather do business with you because you're present, because you care about what, you know, them as a customer, because you stay in touch with them, because you're giving them value. And this is a value that if you have customers that really love this product, you know, you definitely want to give them a call or do a text voice, or, you know, send a power note. But this is going on in the month of August, and then it's going away. And these people are going to be locked in to a pretty great promotion. And so when you're putting together a Zoom, you really want to talk about the value of this promotion and why people might want to even do this. I mean, this set alone, to save that kind of money on, and we know how well our products work, is pretty incredible. I mean, most people can't even, I mean, most companies can't hold a candle to that. So, you know, you can get all of these slides in the back office and build yourself whatever presentation that you want, and you just have to implement the presentation. So if you have one person or 5 people that you can invite to a Zoom and say, hey, you know, I'm going over some amazing you know, promotions, my company, and I want to share with you some of the new products. I can't wait to share them with you. You know, would you hop on this Zoom? I'm doing one at 12, 2, 4, 6. It doesn't matter what you say. You can do them whenever people are available. If somebody says, oh gosh, I'm not available till 4:30, you can say, that's great, I'm doing one at 4:30. Let me get you the information. Because Zoom is something you can do from your phone, your iPad, or at home. And once you have your presentation put together, you can put it on immediately. So these are just some of the slides that I took from the back office to go over. We went over them actually at the regional this weekend. Okay, so how do I do that? So how is it possible to do this? Okay, so I'm going to stop share on the slides for a second and get out of this presentation. And I'm going to share with you kind of I'm going to go on to Firefox, and I'm going to show you how I do it a little bit so that you have an idea about how incredibly easy this is. So I'm going to go over to my Facebook. I'm going to share my screen. So So if I want to grab something and I want to put it into my slide, here's another picture of, you know, Roman in Florida, and he had a fabulous RRP, and these are people having wine and smiling, and they actually did the activity of an RRP. So what I do with this is I say, okay, I think I want to share that on my Zoom. So I take my shift, my command key, and the number 4, and I put them all down together, and it actually creates a way to do a screenshot on your computer, okay? So if you've never done that before, it's Shift Command 4. It gives you the opportunity to basically have a screenshot, and then you take your cursor and you literally go over the area by using your finger on the mouse and taking the whole area that you want, and then when you lift up your finger, it literally takes a picture of what you want, okay? And then what I do is I'm going to go out of there, and I go back into my presentation that I'm doing, and I can literally go into whatever area that I want on my presentation, and I can add a slide over here. There's a plus sign that says add a slide, and I go down here because I want a slide that is blank. I have the slide here now that it's blank. I go over to my desktop, and I find the screenshot that I just took, and I literally take my cursor and I put it into that slide, and I center it, and I can even, you know, make it smaller in the slide so that it's easier for everybody to see. And then I push play, and as you guys can see, now it's in my presentation. Okay, so that's one way that you can do that, and that's really one of the fastest ways. So people say all the time, I don't know how you do that every day. Well, I just cut and paste or take a picture or screenshot, and I literally just do that. I just share it into my slides, and I build a presentation as I go. So whatever the topic is, I can go online and I can literally find it in you know, the in the internet. If I put images of thinking of you, or whatever it is that I want, I can find kind of words that I want to use, okay? So basically at the end of my presentation for my customers, I say, thank you for coming, how you can contact me if you have any questions, and of course, as everyone knows, behind these awesome products is an amazing business that I've been lucky enough to become a 6-figure earner at, and I can definitely show you how to start that. If you're interested, I'd love to talk to you about it, and please just let me know. And I just appreciate each and every one of you. Can't wait for you to try the products, blah, blah, blah. And then your presentation is over, right, for your customers. So you can build that with a couple slides. You can concentrate on one, you know, product. You don't have to do a very extensive presentation with slides. You can get as creative as you want. And the bottom line is you want to keep your audience on the Zoom. You want to get to the point very quickly. Make sure that it's fun. It's a little, you can do interactive. If you have questions, you can do that. But the idea is just to have kind of a visual there to keep people's attention of what it is that you're doing. Okay, so that's really it, you guys. I just wanted to make sure that you knew how simple it really is. Play with the internet a little bit. Take pictures. You can put those on your desktop, and you can use them for whatever that you want. If you can get somebody on a Zoom or FaceTime or whatever it is that you're doing, and just know that each and every one of us can do this. It's very duplicatable. It's not a difficult process for anybody. You just have to do it, you know, in practice. Okay. So I wanted to mention that this Saturday, the regional up in San Francisco, Vicki Downey's going to be doing it, and she absolutely did an amazing job over the weekend at the Southern California Regional, and she's going to be doing the whole regional there, and she's very entertaining and very fun. We had, you know, Karen and Teresa and the Ransoms doing, you know, dream building, and it was really a great regional to kind of do a recap. But more than that, I think the energy was just great, and I know that each and every one of us we are responsible for really bringing that energy to our group. So I really appreciate you guys coming in today. Does anyone have any questions or anything they'd like to add to what we talked about today?
I do.
Okay.
Um,
Hello.
Hi, Annie. Awesome stuff. Thank you. That is a very good way to capture pictures on a Mac, but not on a PC. It doesn't work on a PC. So on a PC, you use print screen. There's a little button that's PRTSC. And if you click on print screen, there's an alt print screen, and there's also a control print screen, depending on how much of the picture you want to capture, and then you need to crop it. So if you just want a picture of a window, you would do control print screen. And what I do is just frame it down to where I want the frame. And then when you do a print screen, it captures just that piece of it. But that'll help the PC users, I think.
Oh, that's great, Randy. I apologize for that, you guys. I've been in a Mac for so many years that I should have figured that out. That's great, Randy. Thank you so much for sharing that. So maybe one of these days we could do like a step-by-step on a Mac and step-by-step on a PC, and that would be helpful to everybody if you have an interest. Anybody else have anything to share? Well, was that helpful to anybody? Do you like the idea of doing a customer appreciation on Zoom? Has anyone done that and been successful at it? Or is it something that you might want to try for the people that are around the country that are your customers?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes? Okay, good. What
Yes.
have you done a customer thing, Susan?
Yes, absolutely. I've done Zooms and we've done just through, free conference call, just a general call. And they've been very successful. And as you were going through the slides, I was just texting a couple of my leaders around this call going, okay, we need to do a lot of these this week. I mean, it's brilliant. So thank you for bringing it up, Annie.
Yeah, I think this week is the week to do it, right? Because we're already in our second week in August, and if we can rally our customers, we talk a lot about that, you guys, about how our customers are really our raving fans, and they're the ones who. Just a quick example: I was in the Sleep Number store yesterday at the mall. Robert and I decided before we were making dinner last night. I said I just want to go walk around somewhere. And it was so hot out, so we went to the mall, and our mall is not that exciting, but the Sleep Number bed is there, and we have a Sleep Number bed. So we went in there, and there was a lady there that remembered that we bought our bed about a year ago, and she goes, "You guys are the Nerium people?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "Oh my gosh." And she goes, "Oh my gosh, I love that stuff. I absolutely love it." And I said, "Oh, I'm so glad." I said, "Where are you getting your Nerium?" And she said, "Oh, well, the lady that I get it from actually is not doing it anymore, and I'm just dying for some." I said, "Well, let me give you my card." And she goes, "Yeah, it's just," I said, "We have some new products, this face wash." And she goes, "Oh, that's so great. I need a face wash." I said, "Well, you know what?" I said, "I would love to sit down and have coffee with you. Can I do that with you, and I'll bring you some face wash?" And she goes, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." She goes, "Well, I'm going out of town for the next 3 days, but here's my number, here's my email, get in touch with me." She's a raving fan. A raving fan is the perfect brand partner. I mean, she is a perfect brand partner, and she's in sales, and she loves the product, and her sponsor's no longer in the business. So this is a way for me to share this with her and share all the new exciting things. So, I absolutely had no idea when I went into Sleep Number that she was going to become a Class A prospect. I did not have a clue. I wasn't thinking that way. I didn't have it in my, I'm going to go take a walk in the mall and get a Class A prospect. Had no idea. So, but she's a raving fan. And so I think for the customers, we really have to focus on our raving fans to see where they're at, take their temperature. And doing these kinds of Zooms sometimes is really great because our customers, as we know, can be anywhere in the United States or abroad. So anyway, I got off on a tangent there, but I just wanted you to know that this is where you've got a tremendously very exciting audience for what you've got. So does anyone else have anything that they'd like to add, or if they have any questions? Anybody?
Yes, Andy, I just want to thank you for all the information that you give us because it is very helpful. And I wasn't a believer at first, but I do believe that the activity is the key after coming from conference. And I love that you're willing to help us, even though I'm not a part of your group. That's what I love about the company. Everybody loves each other and everybody wants to help each other grow. So I want to thank you for all this information that you give us because I actually listen now and I'm going to do that customer thing and the audio thing this week. I'm going to set time in my book now because I'm a scheduler now, which is the craziest thing. I'm using my David Berg book like it belongs, like it's my hip now. So thank you, Annie, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, Sherry, it is our pleasure. And that's why we do this mastermind, so we can all help each other grow as people and as business people, because that's really the way it goes. And so I appreciate you for sharing today and for sharing on Facebook, because it's great to see that kind of activity. And I think it's interesting that you said I wasn't a believer in the beginning of this. And you know what? Most of us on the Zoom, I don't think were initially either. I think we thought we could do it our way and that it was going to be fine. But like in every great company, there's always a system to follow. And Miriam's system just happens to be a way easier system than most others. So I appreciate you sharing today. Thank you very much. Okay, well, you guys, it's 7:20, and I appreciate each and every one of you. We have a really great week of Zooms this week. Randy and Johnny are going to be sharing some information that they got from the Eric Worre conference that they were at last week, and I know that a lot of us know who Eric Worre is, and I'm really excited that they took a bunch of notes and are going to share that with us. And of course, I'm always happy to have anybody share and do a segment on the Zoom. So if you are somebody that has something that they'd like to share or train with, I really would appreciate your input, and just inbox me and you can definitely share, because that's what this is about, you guys. It's about masterminding. I am not the only voice. I really want other voices here. Okay? All right. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Annie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
Annie.
Thank you,
Have a
Annie.
great day.
Thanks, Annie.
Have a great
Thanks.
day.
Bye,
Thanks so
Annie.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.